Assalamualaikum and good evening, everyone. We are from Group 3. We will present Chapter 3, which is analyzing the marketing environment. Next slide. So they have 5 objectives in this chapter. Oh yeah. By the way, my name is Nishanina binti Abdul Rahim. My metric number 196131. Next. So the first objective is to describe the environmental forces that affect the company's ability to serve its customer. Next. So marketing environment consists of the actors and forces outside marketing that affect marketing management ability to build and maintain successful relationship with the target customer. So they have two environment, which is micro environment and also macro environment. Next. Microenvironment refer to the environment which is in direct contact with the company and affect the activities of business straight away. So the marketing management responsibility to build relationship with the customer by creating customer value and satisfaction. So they have 6 major actors in the marketer's micro environment. Next slide. Firstly, the company. So marketing management need to work closely with the various group in an organization, which is financial department, HR department, operation, and etc. to create customer value and relationship. So they help them to make decision with a broader strategies and plan. So with the marketing team taking the lead, other department takes the responsibility for understanding the customer needs. Secondly, the supplier. Supplier play important role part of an organization. So most marketer treat their supplier as a partner because they provide the resources needed by the company to produce its goods and services. So marketing managers must control on the supplier availability and cost. Any shortage or delay of supplies in terms of natural disaster can cause damage to sales and lead to the customer dissatisfaction. And next, marketing intermediaries. They help the company promote sales and distribute its product to the final buyers. This include the reseller who help the company find the customer. Next, marketing services strategies that help the company target and promote its product to the right market. Then financial intermediaries that help finance transaction or insure against the risks associated with the buying and selling goods. Lastly, physical distribution firm that help the company in stocking and moving goods from their origin to the destination. For example, like Apple product, we know that Apple store directly to the customer, but the customer also can purchase Apple product through a number of different retailers. I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, so my name is Zara Unisa binti Muhammad with metric number 196698. So I will proceed to the next actors, which is competitors. Competitors is a companies who offers the same products and services and aim the same target and customer. So companies should have a strategy and offer better deals to attract customers and provide greatest customer value and satisfaction. For an example, we can see that McDonald's and Burger King. So McDonald's and Burger King offer the same main course, which is hamburger. So therefore, because they share, therefore these two companies compete to get the attention of customer and provide greater customer value and satisfactions. Next. So the next one is publics, which is any group that has a direct or potential interest in or influence on an organization's ability to achieve its goals. So there are 7 publics in the marketing environment, which is the first one is financial publics related to financial, such as bank, media publics related to news and opinions, such as television and newspaper, government publics related to current law and legislation, citizen action publics, a group of community which may exert pressure to the organizations. Local publics includes neighborhood as the community organization. General public include general customers, and the last public is internal publics, include workers, managers, volunteer, and board of director. Next. The last actors for marketing environment is customer, which are person or business that purchase good and services from another business. Company aim to engage target customer and create a strong relationship with them. So there are five customer which are consumer markets, business market, reseller market, government market, and international markets. And why they buy good and services from company or business? Because for consumer markets, it is for their personal consumption, business market for further processing or use in production processes, reseller market to resell to get profit, government market to produce public services or transfer good and services, and the last market is in international market for buyers from another countries and has special characteristics. Next. In addition to micro environment, we also have macro environment, which is the company and business, like all other actors, operates in a larger macro environment of forces that from opportunities and pose threats. So there are several environment in the macro scope, such as demographic, economic, natural, technological, political, and cultural. So the elaboration of the micro environment will be explained by the next presenter. Thank you.
Yes, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Faizal bin Sharifuddin. My matrix number is 197968. So I will be explaining the objective of 2, which is explain how changes in the demographic and economic environments affect marketing decisions. Next. So demographic environment. What is demographic environment? So demographic is the study of human population, which is location, is gender, occupation, and race. So it is also involve people and make people make up markets. So as we know that demographic trends include changing ages and family structures, educational characteristic, population diversity, and geographic population shift. Next. So changing age structure of the population. So the first one that we need to know is the baby boomers, which is the person that born between 1946 to 1964. So they will tend to buy a lot of product with issue of aging. So, and as we know also, the baby boomers is the fastest growing social media user in the world. So for the next generation is Generation X, which is born between 1965 and 1976. So as we know that they will research product heavily before consider to purchase anything that they want. So they will consider and they will prefer more quality compared to the quantity. Next. So the next one is a millennial. So the millennials is the person or people that born between 1977 and 2000. So this kind of generation usually will have a comfort with digital technology. So they tend to be fragile, practical, connected, and impatient. So then the last one is Generation Z, which is born after 2000. So they have a beginning to have their own style. So they will influence their parents in their purchases. Next. So generational market. So generational market is important in segmenting people by lifestyle or life stage instead of age. So the one that we need to discuss is the changing American family. So as we know that in America, so more are divorcing and choose not to marry. So if they want to marry also, all the new marriage more to interracial and same gender. So this is include in the changes in the workforce, which is most before this most of the wife will stay at home, but now this wife will go to work, whereas the husband will stay at home to do the housewife stuff. Next. So geographic shift in population. So as we know that growth in US West and South, whereas decline in Midwest and Northwest. So this shows that marketing in the Midwest and Northwest is not effective anymore. So they need to move on to the US West and South to have a marketing there. So this is also include the moving from rural to metropolitan areas. So this shows that marketing in the rural area is not effective anymore because most of people will move from rural to metropolitan. So they need to consider to have a marketing in the more metropolitan areas. So this is also include the changes in where the people work. This is we need to consider telecommuting and home office. Next. So a better education, white collar, more proportional population. So as we know that now generation rising number of educated people affect what people buy and how they buy something. So this is include the market are becoming more diverse because we have a lot of nationality, we have a lot of ethnicity, and there's also have a gay, lesbian, and disabled people in the world. Okay, next, I will present.
Hi, my name is Hassan Ashraf Benu Azmi. My matric number is 198259. I will present about the economic environment. So this environment will affect consumers' purchasing power and spending patterns. So for the purchasing power, changes in consumers' income will affect their purchasing power. The richer family will have more purchasing power compared to the middle on and poor family. For example, if income rises from 1,000 to 2,000, from 1,000 ringgit to 2,000 ringgit, consumers can buy more product and or branded product. Next. For the spending pattern, different level of income will give impact to the spending pattern. From the Eagles law, when income rises, percentage spent on savings will increase and percentage spent on food declines. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Good evening, my name is Ragina and my metric number is 203357 and I'll be explaining the third objective, which is identifying the major trends in the firm's natural and technological environments. So first I'll be talking about natural environment. Natural environment is the physical environment and natural resources that are needed as inputs by marketers or that affected by marketing activities. Next. So some of the trends in natural environments are shortage of certain raw materials where air and water are missing to be infinite resource, but some groups see the long run dangers. For example, forest resource, natural gas and coal. Next is higher pollution levels. For example, industry will always damage the quality of natural environment. For instance, factories will release carbon monoxide into the air and also chemical waste into the rivers. Third is the government intervention in natural resource management, where the governments for different countries vary in their concerns and efforts to promote a clean environment. And lastly, environment sustainability, which is meeting present needs without compromising the ability of future generation. Next. Next, I'll be talking about technological environment, where the technological environment refers to external factors in technology that impact business operations. Changes in technology affect how a company will do business. Next, some of the trends in technology environment are the rapid pace of technology change, which also means the most dramatic force in changing the marketplace. Secondly, high research and development budgets, for example, coming up with new products and opportunities, and the concentration of companies on major products, which is mostly on safety. Next person, thank you.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Nurusha Zaitun or I am Betty Zainul. My matrix number is 197220. So I will proceed with fourth adjective, which is explain the key changes in the political and cultural environments. I will present about political environment. So political environment is consists of laws, government agency, and pressure group that influence or limits various organizations and individuals in a given society. Regulation can encourage competition and ensure fair markets for goods and services. Almost every marketing activity is subject to a wide range of law and regulations. So next is there are four purposes of government regulation. First is to protect companies from each other. Although business executive may praise competition, they sometimes try to neutralize it when it threatens them. Therefore, law are passed to define and prevent unfair competition. So second is to protect consumer from unfair business practices. Some firm, if left alone, would make shady products, invade consumer privacy, mislead consumer in their advertising. Third is to protect the interests of society against unstrained business behavior, means that profitable business activity doesn't always create a better quality of life. Regulation arrives to ensure that firms that take responsibility for the social cost of their production or product. So lastly is the interest of environmental concern. Every business should have to concern about our environment and follow regulation of our country. So furthermore, there are factors of political environment. First is tax and economic policies. Government regulation may raise the a rate for some business and can lower the same for others due to specific reasons, this decision will directly impact business. The second one is political stability. If lack of political stability within a country can significantly impact the operation of a business. This can especially be true for business that are operating on the global scale. So third is foreign trade regulation. Every business has a need to expand business operation to other countries. So however, political background of a country can influence the desire for a business to expand its operation. Next slide. So next is increased emphasis on ethic and socially responsible actions. Beyond writing law and regulation, business is also governed by social codes and rules of professional ethics. So for socially responsible behavior is enlightened. Companies encourage their managers to look beyond what the regulatory system allows and simply do the right thing. So the socially responsible firm actively seek out ways to protect the long run interests of their consumers and the environment. Lastly, cost-related marketing to exercise their social responsibility and build more positive image. Many companies are now linking themselves to worthwhile causes. If handled well, cost-related marketing can greatly benefit both the company and the cause. If not, cost-related marketing has also still some controversy. So that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Leong Wee San with matrix number 197408. Now I would like to present cultural environment. Culture is anything that defines the group such as a belief, norms, and characteristic, while cultural environment is an institution and other forces that affect a society's basic perception and behaviors. People who grow up in a particular society will shape their basic beliefs and values. Hence, cultural factors strongly affect how people think and how they consume. The cultural environment divides beliefs and values into two categories. First is core or primary beliefs and values. It has a high degree of persistence which will long lasting and as a center of the heart of an individual. Besides, it passes on from parents to children and reinforced by school, religious institutions, businesses, and the government. The second is secondary beliefs and values. It is more often and easier to change compared to primary beliefs and values. It includes people's view of themselves, others, organization, society, nature, and the universe. For example, believing in marriage is a core belief, while believing that people should get married early in life is a secondary belief. Hence, marketers have some chain of changing secondary values, but little chain and hard to change the core value. Therefore, marketers should consider the cultural environment among their targeted customer while doing the marketing plan. That's all from me. Now I'll pass to next presenter.
Hi, my name is Melvin Panisalo. My matric number 197311. Okay, I'm going to discuss about how companies can react to the marketing environment. So first of all, views on responding. Next. Okay, so there are main three views. This first one is proactive marketing. So let's see what's proactive marketing is. Take aggressive action to affect forces in the environment. It's believed that although many environment forces such as demography, economic, culture, or natural factors are not controllable, the environment forces such as politics, law, and technology can be influenced by correct and calculated moves. Okay, moving on to next, marketing is reactive marketing. So what's reactive marketing? Watch and react to the force of the environment. That is reactive marketing. So passive approach under which the organization tries to adjust this marketing mix and program according to the changes in the occur environment. The adjustment takes place only after changes occur in the environment. Okay, moving on to the last views is uncontrollable marketing. So what's uncontrollable marketing? The market that react and adapt to the force of environment. It can't do anything. So the risk factor are details that affect the product that a company has no way changing. This includes political, economic climates, competitive choices, and even weather also is uncontrollable marketing. So to the last one is a conclusion. As the conclusion, when looking at the external environment data, the firm must consider their relative competitive position in the market and how that impacts the opportunities and threats from the external competitive landscape. So by utilizing the external analysis framework, Watts and soft matrix states the 4 P's and the proper segmentation and positioning can a firm strategically and tactically utilize extractable data can be developed core competitive and competitive advantage in given marketing. That's what ends of matrix said. So this is all about our presentation. Thank you.